O.G. Anunoby is one of the league's best defenders, and he has expressed that he wanted to be a bigger part on offense. Last season, O.G. averaged almost 17, 5, and 2, and I think there's another gear he can get to. Let me show you how. Here, O.G. only takes 2 dribbles to get ahead of steam, and he just takes off over 2 defenders. This play, O.G. is walking up the court and starts sprinting from the half-court line. All it takes is 1 dribble, and he finishes strong. Here, Luka gets switched onto O.G., and so he just spins around him into the help and still gets it to go in. In this pick and roll with Scotty Barnes, O.G. gets to the paint and just moves the help out of the way and banks it in. Here in transition, O.G. attacks Strus, bumps him off his spot, and gets the floater to fall. Against the Magic, O.G. drives in, slows down, and still finishes over the strong contest. During this preseason, here was a similar play. O.G. rejects the screen and goes right at Trey Lyles and gets the layup. Against the Mavs, O.G. bumps Josh Green and creates a lot of room for a mid-range, but it falls just short. A couple of possessions later in the game, O.G. does the same exact thing, bumps Josh Green, and this time it's a little too strong. But look at that separation. O.G. just blows by Jimmy Butler and hangs in the air to finish over the help D. Here, O.G. gets the ball off of a bad lob and starts at the other end of the court. He brings the ball all the way down, attacks DFS, and finds space for the bank shot. Clearly, he learned a couple things in the league.
It's under 3 seconds to go. Throws up the floater. Good night!
I'm sorry, Raptors fans. I didn't mean to bring up your trauma. O.G. gets the steal and in transition bumps into AD and gets another easy layup. In the clutch against the Mavs, O.G. hits DFS with an in and out and picks up his dribble and finds room for the hook shot. Here, O.G. barely pump fakes and slides around AD and off the dribble gets around the second help for a reverse lay-in. Again, O.G.'s threat of shooting leaves DFS off balance, so he gets to the paint and finishes over Kleba for an and one. Back to AD, matched up on O.G. Here he bumps and creates enough room to fade over 2 defenders and gets it to go in, and the foul. Here, O.G. gets the ball and immediately attacks Wagner's outside foot and blows by him. Avoids the defender trying to draw a charge, but misses. Then he gets his own miss, and it's another and one. The Raptors like to run these double screens, and O.G. gets the ball off the pin down, and Sengun has to help. And on the closeout, this should have been called a foul, but the refs miss it. Attacking off the catch, O.G. gets to the baseline, and AD is in good position, so he tries to find Pirtle, but it's a bad pass, and Vanderbilt takes it instead. Here, Anthony Davis is trying to post up O.G. in transition, but O.G. intercepts the well-placed entry pass, and back in transition, he bobbles the ball, and it's a turnover. O.G. does have a nice mid-range game in his arsenal where he attacks the weaker Robinson and hits him with a step back and cashes it in. Back to double pin downs, O.G. gets the ball and waits for Jimmy so he can place him on his side, then he hits him with another step back and it's cash. In the preseason, the Raptors' new head coach is still running these same exact pin downs. This time, it's just a little too hard. Here, O.G. gets the ball and is hunting for space, and here he gets the free throw jumper to fall. O.G. also has strong footwork, here posting up Luka, hitting him with a quick spin, gets Powell to jump, but barely misses the layup. Again, against the Mavericks, this time Wood gets switched onto him, and he cuts off his drive, so he just spins left and finishes with the offhand. Here off the bobbled catch, with the shot clock winding down, he just sizes up D-Windy, gets him off balance, and drills the 3. Here O.G. makes a smart cut from the corner and finishes at the rim again. Against Jimmy Butler, he gets an off-ball screen, making Jimmy trail, and he puts up the layup, but Desmond gets a goaltend. Here, O.G. explodes the dribble handoff, and in transition, uses his change of speed to let Cole Anthony fly by, and he gets a dunk. Again, O.G. gets into Wagner's air room, and he just takes it. And in transition, makes the smart, easy bounce pass to get a layup for Banton. Here, O.G. gets the ball, takes 1 dribble, and bumps Martin, and he flops immediately, but the refs call this a travel. In the same game, O.G. calls for a pick and roll and gets Martin switched on him. So he gets into Martin and bumps on his spin, but Martin falls on his heels again. Here, after Van Vliet gets blocked, O.G. makes the great hustle play to get the rebound and turns around and puts it in. Back in the post, O.G. works against the Raptors' GOAT, Kyle Lowry, and uses that spin move to get a layup. This time, he posts up Cole Anthony and he uses his strength and speed to get an easy one at the rim. Here during preseason, with the shot clock winding down, he gets Murray off balance and sidesteps for 3 and he cashes it in. O.G. is also a legitimate lob threat. Here against the Rockets, O.G. is parallel with the ball handler, so Fred sets a back screen on his defender, and O.G. powers it in. Again, Fred sets a back screen, Pirtle sees O.G. cut, and O.G. gets another easy one. In the same game, Fred does the same thing, and this time, Anthony Davis sniffs it out and tries to stop it, but it's too late. The Raptors, using their bread and butter, set up a pin down, so Desmond is up high at the free throw line, and O.G. just pushes his man into the screen and he gets a backdoor lob. This lob is misplaced, but O.G. still gets it and he has a quick second jump. This time in transition, Eric Gordon tries to pick up the ball handler, and so does Jalen Green, leading to another easy lob. So let me know what you think. Do you think O.G. can make the jump? Predict his stat line down below. Thanks for watching till the end. You helped this small channel out.